Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody's well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Sagittarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies may reverse. So if it is resonating, Sagittarius, you just get in where you fit in, but please don't force yourself into a reading that's obviously not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Okay. Well, that's a little erratic. Leo's energy was popping all over the place too. All right, so let's see. You're starting out, Sagittarius, with the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and coming out together is the Ace of Cups reversed along with the Six of Cups. So it looks like you've had a breakup here. You're releasing someone or a situation from the past. I feel like there is a deep sense of loss. You're looking at everything that's happened. You're examining it. A lot of you guys could be really pouring yourself into work or however you make your money in order to kind of deal with this. Be careful also, because you might experience some kind of a loss in finances this week. So just be careful. As a side note, I do want to address that. But I feel like you will overcome it. But it looks like your finances might be a little tight right now. Now, as far as relationship, there does appear to be a relationship that's ending here. And I do feel like you're trying to let it go and release it because it has drained you. Let me see who is in your energy. There's a sense of loss. This would have been a long-term connection, it looks like. Show me who is in Sagittarius energy. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Show me who's in Sagittarius energy, please. All right, we have the Death card. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Yeah, this person could have ghosted you. I definitely see the ending between the two of you. I definitely feel that this person is silent right now. So there's likely no communication. They're trying to figure things out. They're looking for answers. They've gone within. They're in this hermit mode. They're trying to figure out what happened here. I also see a sense of patience because this person felt like they had invested quite a bit in this connection. And so they're kind of being patient. They're waiting to see what's going to happen. What are you going to do at this point? So let me look and see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. Okay. So that's a very passionate new beginning. And it's between the two of you. And it may have caused an ending. Let me see what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. Did you meet somebody new, Sagittarius? Or have you, like, is there something, have you taken on a new job or something? All right, we have the Chariot. Yeah, some of you guys could be moving because of a work situation, a job. There's some sort of a passionate beginning, new beginning that took place, and I feel like it ended this connection. It's forward movement into that passionate new beginning, though. Now, it doesn't have to be a relationship. Like I said, for some of you, it's work-related. You could be dealing with a Cancer sign. Let me see the outcome for Sagittarius. The King of Cups. Yeah, that would be Pisces, Scorpio, very strong Scorpio, or Cancerian, very strong Cancer energy as well. But that's love. There's still love here. Or is it that you're moving headlong into another relationship? I'm going to have to clarify it. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. Well, that's actually very fitting to the situation. It's showing a sense of loss. Somebody, either you or the other person, is feeling a sense of abandonment, rejection. It's a deep sense of loss. And again, I do have to point out, Sagittarius, be very careful with your money this week, because I'm seeing a loss in finances that you're going to have to work hard to bring back. So be careful with your money this week. Don't overspend. Let's clarify your reading, though. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? Queen of Swords. And the Page of Swords reversed. So you're open to talking to this person. I can see that, but your boundaries are up. There's been pain here. And like I said, you feel like you've been drained by this person. Page of Swords in the reverse tells me you're not currently talking to this person. There could have been something to do with this new beginning you weren't discussing or talking with them about. Yeah, let me see. And then you decided to let them know. So whatever this new beginning is, I feel like you kept it to yourself until you were sure about it, and then you let this person know. Let me see the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. You're a bit defensive. You're a little bit guarded here. I don't feel like you're talking with this person currently. They're kind of watching to see, well, what are you going to do? All right, we have the Hangman reverse, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that's you becoming single. So I feel like you're the one who made this decision. You were waiting. Maybe waiting until you could move forward, or waiting till you were sure about a situation. But you were waiting here. And I do see you in a very single and independent energy. I'm also feeling like if you really apply yourself at work with regard to the financial thing, I do feel like you're going to regain what you have lost, at least most of it. Let me see this bottom energy. I feel like you're the one who's made the decision here to be single. All right, we have the Six of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you went back and forth in your head about whether or not this was the right thing to do. And I feel like you didn't want to discuss it with this person until you had made your decision. Now, for some of you, you could have been juggling this person, but I don't feel like that's most of you. I do feel that you have been kind of waiting to take action on this. It could have been you were waiting to move forward to be sure that it was the right decision. For others of you, you were waiting for financial reasons. And for some of you, you may have been waiting. You may have been waiting on someone else. But either way, you've gone back and forth in your mind. You felt like this relationship was draining you. I feel like you are releasing it because you feel like another situation is going to be successful for you. Again, some of you, it's not another person. You might be moving towards a different job. It could be job related for some of you. It's a brand new start regardless. And you feel like it's going to be very successful. But in order to do that, you have to release this person. So you could be choosing work or money or finances over this relationship because you felt this relationship was draining. So let me see. There is a little bit of stuck energy though. For some of you, you've been stuck. You haven't been able to quite move forward. And it could be a physical move that is stuck, but there's a little bit of stuck energy. So let me look at this person's energy. Spirit, why is the Death card here for the person in Sagittarius energy? They don't want to let you go. Judgment. And the Empress in the reverse. Yeah, this person does not want to let you go. They want to reconcile with you. I do feel like this person is in a bit of a poverty mindset. It's been really kind of touched off with the ending of this connection, but they feel that it could be transformed. They feel like the two of you could bring this back together. I do also feel like this person, you know, they could be chasing you. They could be like coming towards you, because I do also see that this person has difficulty with their self-esteem. They don't really know their value and self-worth the way that I would have liked to have seen them. I do feel like this person feels disrespected at this point. They're definitely in a poverty mindset. So they might be chasing, they might be coming towards you because they do not want to let you go. That's for sure. Very strong Scorpio energy though. I'm also seeing Libra, Taurus energy. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is very emotional. The Strength card, Leo energy, and the Page of Wands. They're very emotional. They're waiting to see what's going to happen, particularly if there's a new person. Will they reach out to you? They're definitely going to be reaching out to you. I feel like you are not insensitive to them, you know. I do. I feel like you're not insensitive to this person, but you're releasing them. You're letting them go. You're moving forward. They have strong feelings, though. They have definitely strong feelings. And I do feel like they're going to overcome their fears of rejection in order to reach out to you. It's probably going to be very small. Why is the Hermit here? There's been a period of silence between the two of you, though. King of Swords reversed and the Four of Wands reversed. Yeah, they're up in their head. They've been, during this period where they've been very silent, you haven't been talking, they haven't been talking, they've been trying to figure out, why did this end? And they're coming up to the conclusion that it ended because you were being dishonest with them. You either withheld information or you didn't tell them the truth about something. I do feel like they felt like you were dishonest. You weren't direct. You weren't being truthful with them. So I also feel like, you know, this was a good match on some level, but at this point the two of you are not seeing eye to eye. And also be careful, because this person is not in a very stable position right now. And I do get the feeling that they are going to try to come towards you. At what point, I don't know, because right now they're trying to process it. They're trying to think about it. Let me see the Ace of Wands. Show me the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Show me the energy between Sagittarius and this person. It definitely feels like, Sagittarius, that you were the one who made the decision to end this, because they don't want to let you go. All right, the Chariot in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Tower in reverse. Yeah, they're going to try to block you. If you're physically moving, they're going to try to keep you from physically moving. They're trying to block this new beginning that you're having. I don't think you're going to have it, though. You've stepped into your power with the Queen of Wands here. And I do feel like you're going to take action that's necessary in order for you to have this new beginning. Now, can they block it a little bit? Yeah. Yeah, they could temporarily block it. Because I do see this sense of you feeling that blockage here, you know, having to wait to move forward. But ultimately, you're in your power. You will talk to them, and you are being honest with them, although they feel like you're not. And there could have been at some point things that you were withholding, though. So I feel like at the point when it's time for you to move forward, you'll be direct and very honest with them, but you're in your power here. This person in your energy, they definitely do not want you to move forward. They're going to try to block that. You see, this caused a tower moment for them. And I do feel that, you know, this ending was very difficult for them. And they're still trying to process it. But they're going to try to rebuild with you. They're going to try to block you from moving forward. Let me see. The Chariot. Show me the Chariot. I'm getting a lot of water sign energy here. Okay, yeah, Seven of Swords reversed and the Moon. So you were keeping secrets. You were holding something back until it was time for you to actually move forward. You knew you couldn't reveal to this person that you were going to step out on your own. So you had to wait. You had to keep it quiet. You had to keep it secretive until the time that you could actually move forward. And I believe that you're in that period now, or you're close to it if you're not. This person, it feels like you've been sneaky. They're going to basically say, well, you were hiding things. You were withholding stuff from me. And it does look like you were, but because you know that this person was going to try to block you. So I feel like whatever you were keeping to yourself, it's either out of the bag or it's fixing to be. Because there's secrets here that's being revealed. And this person feels deceived. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. Let's try that again. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. All right, we have the High Priestess reversed. We have the Hierophant reversed, Scorpio, Taurus energy, and Gemini is here. Yeah, the Two of Cups. Oh, so either you're moving into a partnership of some sort with somebody and you're going to love it. For those of you that this is work related, and you could even be relocating or moving, but you are going to end this connection because you would be choosing success in that area over this connection. Now, most of you though, you're moving towards someone else. You're moving towards another relationship. It is a soulmate relationship, and it is someone that you definitely do love. You would have been very quiet and silent about this for quite some time until you knew that it was a sure thing, until you knew that you were positively going to move forward, at which point you would have ended this connection so that you could move towards this. I do have to say that it does look like you kind of weighed up the pros and cons. Some of you might have been juggling this, person as well as a new person, but you feel like this new relationship is going to be very successful. It's all coming out. It's being revealed. The person that's in your energy, they're trying to process it. They're having a difficult time. They feel deceived. They feel as if you weren't being honest and direct with them. I know it was difficult for those of you in that situation. I don't feel like you were comfortable with the way everything was going, but at the same time, you, for whatever reason, felt like you could not quite move forward, and you had to take your time to do that. So I do feel like you're definitely ending something. Some of you are moving towards a passionate new beginning work-wise that you're going to absolutely love. But most of you, you're moving towards a passionate new beginning with someone new and closing this out in order to do so. So it does look like it's going to be successful either way. But this person in your energy, they do not want to let you go, and they will block this forward movement if they can. All right, bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. This is underlying energy, and it's the energy of waiting, having to wait. So I feel like you're leaving this person here in your energy out in the cold, but for some reason there's this waiting energy. You're trying not to reveal something until the last minute, and you may have very good reasons for doing that, because I will say this person, they're not going to release you easily. All right, so let me pull an oracle card. Pulling for Sagittarius. All right. It says, notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. So notice if you find some of those signs, Sagittarius, they're being done deliberately by your guides and angels. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you've resonated with this reading, Sagittarius, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. But until I see you in your next reading, Sagittarius, know that you are love, and namaste.